Struggling with housing costs? Finding it tough to make ends meet? Let's address this elephant in the room together. We are living in an era where the cost of living seems to be soaring to heights, leaving many of us scrambling to keep up. Housing, being one of the most significant expenses, can sometimes feel like a mountain too high to climb. But worry not. There are resources out there, some hidden, some not so much, ready to lend a helping hand to those in need. Today, we are going to take a journey together, exploring the top 10 resources that can help you find financial assistance for housing. Whether you're renting or looking to own a home, these resources can provide the support you need to make your housing dreams a reality. So let's dive in and explore these resources, shall we? Kicking off our countdown at number 10, we have a hidden gem known as the Community Action Agencies. These local private and public nonprofit organizations are all about helping folks in their community, and that includes housing assistance. The application process is as straightforward as pie. Simply visit your local agency or their website, fill out the necessary paperwork, and voila, you're one step closer to securing your nest. Eligibility generally revolves around income levels, but don't worry, they mostly cater to low to moderate income households. In terms of contribution or repayment, it varies, but rest assured, these agencies are about helping, not hindering. The time frame? Well, it's like waiting for your favorite pie to bake. It takes a bit of patience, but the end result is worth it. Potential issues? Well, funding can be limited, so it's best to apply sooner rather than later. But remember, every little bit helps when it comes to housing costs. Moving right along, at number 9, we have the Federal Housing Administration, FHA. Now, this isn't your everyday housing resource. The FHA is a nonprofit organization that works with state housing finance agencies to help provide affordable housing across the nation. They offer a variety of programs for both renters and those pursuing homeownership. Whether you're in need of rental assistance or looking to secure a low-interest mortgage, they've got you covered. The application process is straightforward, and their website provides all the necessary information. Eligibility varies depending on the program, but generally, they cater to low to moderate income households. Now, the time frame and required contribution or repayment differ by state and program, so it's best to do your homework. Potential issues could arise from misunderstandings about the terms, so ensure you read everything carefully. The likelihood of successfully receiving housing assistance through this resource is relatively high, given their extensive network and variety of programs. It's all about exploring your options, folks. Coming in at number 8, let's check out an unexpected gem, the United Way's 211 service. Now, you may be thinking, United Way, that's a charity, right? Well, yes, but it's so much more. United Way's 211 is like a help hotline for all kinds of social services, including housing assistance. They can connect you to programs you might not have heard of, both government and private. So how do you use it? Simply dial 211 on your phone or visit the 211 website. You'll be connected with a real human being who will listen to your situation and point you towards resources that can help. The service is free and confidential. Now, eligibility and application process will depend on the specific programs they refer you to, but the 211 operators can often provide a basic overview. Stay with us. We're just warming up. The countdown to our top resource for finding housing assistance continues. At lucky number 7, we present the Housing Trust Fund, HTF. This is a treasure trove of local programs designed to help individuals find affordable housing options. They offer plethora of services, from mortgage assistance to rental subsidies. Every state has its own agency, so the offerings may vary, but each one aims to make housing more affordable. It's a one-stop shop for housing assistance that's right under your nose. And we're halfway there. Keep going. Next up at number 6, let's explore the magic of housing counseling agencies. These are HUD-approved organizations that offer advice on buying a home, renting, defaults, foreclosures, and credit issues. Now that's a mouthful of help, isn't it? They're available nationwide and often provide services free or at a low cost. From application to potential issues, they've got your back, making the journey to your dream home less daunting. Navigating through housing costs is getting easier, isn't it? And now, we're down to our top 5. Starting with number 5, we have the lesser-known Housing Assistance Tax Act. This resource provides tax credits to eligible individuals and families to help offset the cost of renting. It's not just about filling up a form. You've got to be aware of the application deadlines and the criteria for eligibility. But once you're in, it's a great way to save some serious dough. Moving on to number 4, let's talk about the Rural Housing Direct Loan Program. Now this one is a gem for folks looking to settle down in the countryside. This program offers payment assistance, which reduces mortgage payments for a short period. However, patience is key here, as the process can be quite lengthy. But hey, good things come to those who wait, right? At number 3, we have the state housing finance agencies. Each state has its own agency that provides funding for affordable housing. The application process and eligibility criteria vary from state to state, but they're definitely worth looking into. It's like a treasure hunt. You never know what you might find. Taking the runner-up spot at number 2 is the Housing Choice Voucher Program, also known as Section 8. This program helps low-income families, the elderly, and the disabled to afford decent, safe, and sanitary housing in the private market. The application process can be a bit of a challenge, but the rewards are well worth it. And finally, drum roll please. At number 1, we have the Federal Housing Administration, or FHA. This government agency provides mortgage insurance on loans made by FHA-approved lenders throughout the United States and its territories. It's a bit of a process to get approved, but once you do, it's smooth sailing from there. And there you have it, folks. The top 5 resources to help you with housing costs. Before we wrap up, let's not forget some honorable mentions that just didn't make the cut. Just because they're not in our top 10 doesn't mean they're not worth your time. First up, we have local community organizations. Often overlooked, these groups can be a treasure trove of information and resources. They're deeply connected to the community and can guide you to local programs that can assist with housing costs. Next on the list are online housing forums. These platforms are buzzing with people sharing their experiences and advice on housing assistance. Remember, knowledge is power, and these forums can be a goldmine of useful tips and tricks. Last but not least, don't underestimate the power of social media. Platforms like Facebook and Instagram have groups dedicated to housing assistance where you can find valuable insights and even make connections with people who can help. Remember, every resource is a step closer to easing your housing cost woes. That's a wrap on our countdown, folks. Let's do a quick recap. From local housing assistance programs and Federal Housing Administration loans to the lesser-known Housing Trust Fund and the Good Neighbor Next Door program, we've explored a whole smorgasbord of resources to help you with housing costs. Each offering unique features like low down payments, discounted prices, and even grants that don't need to be repaid. Remember, while these options can provide a lifeline, the journey is not always easy. You'll need to navigate application processes, eligibility criteria, and sometimes lengthy waiting periods. But don't let this discourage you. With a bit of persistence, these resources can make a world of difference in your pursuit of homeownership or affordable renting. So go ahead and take that first step towards a more financially secure future. Until next time, keep exploring, keep saving, and keep smiling.